Today we celebrate the life of Saint Teresa of Avila, October the 15th, a reformer and a mystic whose life of prayer enriched the church. Teresa Sanchez Cepeda Davila y Ahumada was born in Avila in 1515. She was the third child in a family descended from Jewish merchants who had converted to Christianity. Her father, Alphonsus, became an ardent Catholic, and as a child, Teresa felt captivated by the thought of eternity and the vision of God granted to the saints in heaven. She and her younger brother, Rodrigo, once attempted to run away from home for the sake of dying as martyrs in a Muslim country, though they soon ran into a relative who sent them straight back home to their mama. When Teresa was 14, her mother died, causing her profound grief, and causing her also to embrace a deeper devotion to the Virgin Mary as her mother. Along with this good resolution, she developed a moderate interest in reading popular fiction and caring for her own appearance. Though Teresa's spiritual directors in later life would judge these faults to be relatively minor, they still represented a noticeable loss of her childhood zeal for God. She was sent to be educated in the convent of Augustinian nuns. Teresa found their life dull at first, but soon came to some understanding of the spiritual advantages. Illness forced her to leave the convent during her second year. Teresa became a professed member of the order after she joined the Carmelite order at the age of 20, but she soon developed a serious illness that forced her to return home. She experienced severe pain and physical paralysis for 2 years and was expected to die when she went into a coma for 4 days, but she insisted on returning to the Carmelite monastery as soon as she was able. For the next 3 years, she made remarkable progress in her spiritual life, developing the practice of recalling herself into the presence of God through quiet contemplation. As her health returned, though, Teresa lapsed into a more routine prayer life. While she remained an obedient Carmelite, she had not reestablished this close personal connection to God for almost 20 years. When she was nearly 40, however, Teresa found herself dramatically called back to the practice of contemplative mental prayer. She experienced profound changes within her soul and remarkable visions that seemed to come from God. Teresa had always been accustomed to contemplate Christ's presence within her after receiving Holy Communion. Now she understood that the presence she received did not simply fade. God wasn't, in fact, with her always. This revolution in her spiritual life enabled Teresa to play a significant role in the renewal of the church that followed the Council of Trent. She proposed a return of the Carmelites to their original rule of life, a simple and austere form of monasticism founded on silence and solitude. Together with her close collaborator, the priest and writer, later canonized as St. John of the Cross, she founded what is today known as the Order of Discalced Carmelites, discalced meaning barefoot. Teresa's health failed her for the last time, even though she was able to found 30 monasteries during her life. She accepted her dramatic illness as God's chosen means of calling her into his presence forever. "O my Lord, O my spouse, the desired hour is now come," she stated. "The hour is at last come, wherein I shall pass out of this exile, and my soul shall enjoy thy company." She died on October 15th, 1582. Was canonized in 1622, along with 3 of her greatest contemporaries, St. Ignatius Loyola, St. Francis Xavier, and St. Philip Neri. In 1970, Pope Paul VI proclaimed St. Teresa, Pope St. Paul VI, I should say, proclaimed her as one of the first 2 women doctors of the Church, along with the Dominican from the 14th century, St. Catherine of Siena. St. Teresa of Avila, great saint, great woman, great mystic. It's also my sister's patron saint, so we have to wish her a happy name's day as well. God bless you all you Teresas out there.